Sup everyone, it's Dan from JaDan.co.uk. To be fair, if you don't know that by now, most of you know who I am anyway, so I don't know why I always introduce my videos with that. But anyway, it's Dan. And today I've had the weirdest day since I got to Japan. Like, even now, like, this happened like 4 hours ago. It's like 2 AM here right now. And it's so weird, I don't even feel like it's real. And there's no way people are going to believe me without evidence, which I don't have, but this is what happened to me today. So, first of all, at work, just a normal day. I had lunch, so I decided to walk around some shops and just see what was going on. So, I was walking around Himeji, down the little side streets and the little malls, just having a look around, getting to know where I am and getting lost as usual. And didn't have the intention of buying anything, I was just walking around shops and stuff, so it was all good. Then I was walking down, I had the shop playing some like dub music. So I'm like, I kind of like dub. Well, I like ska and reggae, and it's not a million miles away, so I kind of like dub. So yeah, I went in this shop and it was like kind of like a skate shop. They were selling like skater t-shirts and skateboards and stuff, and caps. And I wanted a new cap anyway. I like caps, as you probably noticed from the video, and I bought a new one. So I bought this beast. Keep watch. It kind of reminded me of not Zoidberg, Farnsworth from Futurama. So I bought it, and it was 6,000 yen, and I didn't realise how expensive that actually is. I'm still at that point so far in Japan where I'm not really doing the maths of how much stuff actually costs. So 6,000 yen, probably about 35 quid for this hat, which if I'd have thought about it, I probably wouldn't have bought it, but you know, like on Parks, like, treat yourself. So I did. I treated myself to this hat. And I was talking to the guy who owns the shop, and he was into like dub music and stuff, and they're having some sort of free party in Himeji on Sunday near the castle, and he's like, oh, you should come, give me some flyers and stuff. And I thought that was pretty rad, and then I'd see you later and left the shop. Outside was the most Jamaican man I ever seen in my life, and he clocked me coming out of the shop like some white kid. And he looked at me, he's like, "What, go on, badman." And I was like, this is fucking amazing. But I don't think he knew what to expect. I was like, "What, go on, nothing rasclad," and all this stuff. And he was fucking buzzing, like he thought it was amazing. We were talking for maybe 10 minutes, just chatting shit. And then it was time for me to go back to work, so I was like, oh, I've got to bounce, like. And he was like doing all the fist bumps and like, one love and all that shit. And I was like, that is the weirdest fucking thing that's ever happened to me in Japan. There's no way I thought I'd bump into some random Jamaican dude that called me a rascal and wagwan and all that thing. So, yeah, that was pretty funny. That's not even the weirdest thing that happened to me today, though. So after work, I'd had a pretty good day, but I wasn't ready to go straight home. Like, I like just walking around Himeji and just seeing what's up. And so when I got a beer or whatever, and I was sat in front of Himeji Station, and there's like this area. It's like half sand and half grass. It's kind of like a little park, I guess. And there were people just hang out there, like especially towards night time. There was like some kids breakdancing and some other kids fucking juggling, and the BMX were doing some flatland tricks on his like trick pegs and shit. And I was just sat on the bench drinking, and then I could hear some like hip hop beats somewhere, like some rap beats. And I was looking around, and there was like a group of maybe 5 or 6 Japanese people. I say people, probably age anywhere between like 18 and 30. And there was like 5 or 6 dudes, and they're all just rapping. They got a ghetto blaster, really old school ghetto blaster hooked up to like a fucking, what the fuck is it called, like a beat pad thing. And they were just like laying down some beats, and they're all just taking it in turns to rap and then go around the circle. And I thought, well, that's kind of interesting. I've never heard Japanese rap before. And to be fair, these guys were pretty sick at what they do. Like, I only caught like some words. I didn't understand everything they were saying. And I was just sort of like nodding my head and just getting into it a little bit. And then they clocked me and they were like, yo, come here. Like in Japan, they do this, come here. Rather than like this, like, come here. So I was like, me? Oh, okay, oh, I don't know. So I went and stood in a little circle while they were rapping. I was just like getting into it and stuff. And the next thing they were like, you rap. And I was like, what? I can't rap, a white boy. But anyway, I just started rapping whatever was on top of my head. Just like fucking random shit that I remember from what few rap songs I've heard, or like making stuff up off the top of my head. I mean, it was in English and they didn't speak English, so they were a bit baffled. So I was like, oh fuck. And one of them spoke enough English to do a little rap talking about how he couldn't speak English and he's shit at studying English, so if we want a conversation we have to speak in Japanese. So I tried to rap in Japanese as well, and it was fucking retarded. Some of the stuff I was saying just made no sense or anything. But maybe an hour passed while I was just hanging in the park fucking rapping with these Japanese kids over these beats that they'd made, and fucking at no point in my life did I ever envision myself in a park in Japan drinking fucking vodka and rapping with some Japanese kids around a ghetto blaster. Like, it almost doesn't seem real, so there's no way I expect you guys to believe me. I didn't take video because I was too busy fucking having fun, to be honest with you. Like, oh, please stop having fun a minute while I get out my camera and film. But apparently they meet every Wednesday in this park to rap, so I might go back next week and just film because it's fucking hilarious. So yeah, man, I'm a certified Japanese MC badman now. What? But all in all, fucking sick day. So yeah, there's nothing else to add. Awesome.
Now who control the heat to the head? I bang with whole wheat bread. I bet chicks like Brad Pitt and spit shit at the feds. My friends and the family, they laugh when they see me. I'm 31 and dirty, son, and running from the PD. I ain't never had VD. Think my chick's a little meaty. You feeling it real, then give me head when you greet me. Southside motherfucker, mouth like a trucker. Tell a bitch I don't love her, then I fuck her without a rubber cracker. What?